Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti, dearest Mohini Didi, and happy to join you again, once again. And I thought we could have a chit chat in a tree, Sister Mohini. We can stay in the tree for a while and feel how it is to be in the tree and have a little chit chat. I was wondering what you do with these images that Baba shares sometimes when he says, for example, all the souls will return in their own section in the soul world, and the tree will be upside down and Baba is at the top. Is this going to be really what we'll feel when we walk in soul world and say, oh, the tree is upside down? Where are we? Are we going to get a little note like when we go to Baba's meeting, where is our seat? And so what do you do with these images? How do you use them, the tree with this incorporeal tree that we show upside down with everyone in their sections?
Baba says inverted tree because Baba is the seed is in Paramdam, and so generally the seed is in the ground, right? But Baba as a seed is above, and the humanity world family of the souls is all in the corporeal, right? And they come and they play their part. And the way it is shown actually is Baba makes it very clear that whatever religions people now believe, maybe some are converted from one to another, but they really originally belong to that section or that religion. So they will remain there, right? Only difference will be towards the end. They will be more recognition of purity, peace, their original truth. They will be more reminded of that, but they will stay there. So, when we draw a picture or create an illustration or a model, it looks little artificial, like as if something is hanging, and but actually it won't be like that. It's not. Sometimes I joke these days, what is created looks like a chandelier, with some sparkling stars. But as far as I understand, it will be quite a unlimited space. But Baba explains it, and we are the ones then who create, images, illustrations, and we put it like that. But it won't look like you go and see a tree, but it's really like, seed definitely is above. And then Baba says everyone has their own seat. Otherwise, it's very interesting that each one of us go and sit wherever our seat is. It's not fixed, but everyone has different sections, and very naturally, because their purity, their sanskars, they go and they just sit in their own sections.
But since we won't have eyes to see anything in the soul world, is this part of divine visions, or is it something that have you ever saw have you ever had this experience of the soul world where the lights are there, or Baba is there as a light, and all the brothers and sisters are sitting in their sections? Or is that part of divine visions? I think Mohini Didi went to check to maybe take a picture.
So actually, in subtle regions, how do I see? Not with these eyes, right? Because soul has the capacity. It's not that when soul is in the matter of 5 elements, needs body to see things, to hear things. But let's say when soul is in subtle regions, has different capacity to listen, to see. But same is in when you arrive in incorporeal world, you will be pulled and you will be in your own space, own slot. And I don't think we can compare. I need to see that slot. Same is the big question comes that how do I just come to corporeal world? Do Baba tell me now your time to go? Baba says, no, I don't do. So then there is a pull from the last I went from here, the sanskar I took. So there will be pull at the right moment and soul comes in the body. Even now, like when the soul leaves body, where soul has to go, in which body? So soul is not seeing, but soul will make it there, right? Leaves one body, it should be immediate, but after 12 days or whatever days, soul goes in the right womb, right? It never will happen that you'll end up into the wrong womb and with wrong parents. So I think we have to believe in this energy, the power, the consciousness, which is within the soul. Even, with body, soul does actions and uses sense organs. But when soul is not in the body, there is consciousness, there is awareness, and it's very deeply connected with our part and sanskars. So it still functions. No? I think we need a little bit more subtle intellect to understand. Then you start seeing that it's not only what I do is through the body, but lot is done in the subtle way too. So that's why when Baba talks about Mansa Seva, now a thought is traveling, right? Reaches to a person, can provide healing, can provide love, can, many different kinds of experiences people have when we do Mansa Seva. So the capacity of the soul being light and might, it has that, and consciousness, I think operates in a very, very different way.
I agree that it takes a
Yeah.
lot of subtle intellect. And the reason I was thinking of this is, because if we want to serve the tree, if we are to be part of the and co-responsible for the tree also. Recently, I was reflecting on, am I really consciously aware that Baba as a soul, supreme soul, is really, he's having a big project, he's working on a very, very big project. And I was wondering if I'm really heartfully cooperating with a sense, oh, Baba, what are you doing? You're changing the world. Okay, well, can I help? I really want to help you. What can I do to help? And if, this Baba says all the souls go in their own section, means they're really together. They won't change their feelings, their thoughts, their belief. And I'm wondering about Baba, and then I'll come to the other souls later, but about Baba, if we come naturally without him telling us to come, for him, when he comes, do you think that he's consciously thinking, okay, now I'm going to change the world. I have a plan. I need Sister Mohini, I need Daddy, I need this one. Do you think he's really consciously planning something, or he just manifests and everything happens automatically? Is he really planning something, do you feel, or is everything just automatic?
No, Baba says, no, I also have my part in drama. So Baba says that you all are actors and I am the director or I am the creator. So that part is in the soul. So when soul comes in Brahma Baba and soul starts speaking about what is the plan and what is his part, and he explains very clearly that I don't come in the, I don't leave body, take another body, cycle of birth, rebirth, but I have taken this body and I will only use mouth and eyes, to, I will give drishti to children, I will give knowledge through the mouth. So as the soul comes, and soul's part reveals. Same is God when he comes. So he doesn't come with a plan, but there is that part in the soul, supreme soul. So as soon as that supreme soul comes, he starts revealing, he starts speaking knowledge and start telling us about his project. Because today I was experiencing that how, the whole world in a way today is calling him for something or other. So really he must billions of souls he's serving. But then sun is serving, moon is serving. So Baba is also serving air, water, all elements are serving the whole world. But then I just felt that how at this time he is with us only because, we are preparing, we are sapling, preparing for the new world, and this sapling has to change in the trunk. So especially with us, I just felt the presence so much that even if he is serving the whole world, but at this time Baba is with us and giving us light might, because we are very, very much aware that we are helpers and we have to use power of purity for Baba's task, or a karma yogi, you know. So it's really interesting how he has a part recorded within, and he comes and start playing his part with us.
It is interesting. And if my questions are not very useful, you can tell me also. And sometimes I get into thinking, but
It's very interesting. Yeah, it's good to talk
and
about.
the intention for me is to make sure I understand Baba more and make sure I understand properly. And when you say, like, yes, Baba has a part, but sometimes he tells us things like, elements are asking me, when are you going to be pushing the button? The children ask me, when are you going to do it? And Baba says, I can do it anytime, but I'm waiting for you. So I'm wondering if he's joking, or if he's really consciously able to do things, or if it's just automatic. So in the same way he says, those souls are in the sections in the soul world. I can push the button anytime, but you're not ready. I'm wondering sometimes if it's images that are a little bit poetic or metaphor, or really Baba as supreme can consciously trigger something. And when he came, do you think he knew that Brahma Baba will leave the body, then the Guruzar? And now, do you think that he saw this already happening?
I think he knows everything.
Yeah.
Like today, he was saying that the day child is born, you are born, and any one of us, he knew your specialties, and then the part which is given to you is according to that. So you might take time, few years to understand, oh, that's my role. But he knows. No, that's why I give example as the seed, as the creator, I know everyone's part, right? And then when he says, yes, I can do, that means what he can do is uh, touch anyone's intellect, but he won't do because he said, no, it will happen at the right time. And then, of course, he wants to encourage us to be ready for it, because that's also part of his project, that to help us to be perfect. So he keep reminding us that it's only when your purity, your perfection will reach to certain stage, then destruction will happen. I can do it, but I won't do it. It's only you all have to be ready, and then it will happen. And you can see, it's so interesting to see. I remember that once Avyak Bab Dada said, you all won't be able to travel. So I thought maybe there will be terrorism, there might be no planes, not knowing that a virus will keep whole world sitting in their homes and not travel. Like from India, they keep telling us, don't think of any plan. It's not good. Even after this, it's not going to be very, very clean. And So, but he won't tell exactly because he said you will see it in drama. But every word he spoke is somewhere you can see that it's true that we are not able to travel. For what reason? That from Pandavaman, we have a meeting management committee. They're telling Pandavaman Gyan Sarovar committee members to be on Zoom because you shouldn't come to Shantivan. There is curfew there. So what I'm saying that I feel that he will tell us, but then again, it's up to us, our stage, how we, deal with it, our karmic accounts. It's quite a lot, there. So yes, if he wants to do, but why will he do? I don't. I don't intervene. It's fixed in drama, and it's our stage. So that is why lots is going to happen. Like yesterday when I was interestingly going to certain regions and this experience of passing through the clouds, lot of clouds. And I really start thinking what kind of clouds will come now, where my intellect has to cross those clouds to reach certain region or to meet Baba. And, and so tomorrow when you will read Murli, I read today, Baba is talking about the smoke. That there is a lot of smoke which we spread. We should spread blessings, not the smoke. Anyway, you all will read that tomorrow and connect also with certain things about these, what kind of clouds will be there, which I will have to cross, and then just going through the clouds to settle regions. So
So
yes,
have you been sometimes asking him questions in such a region when you have chit chat to clarify sometimes or to understand better how Baba really works? Or?
I don't know if, sometimes I do, but like today, before going to settle regions, this, I don't know how he responds or something, that how every child is special and has special part. And also is like my arm, very close. But how some those who identify that, and they are so willing all the time to just, hand is lifted. That means they get the thought of service, of cooperation, and I don't know, it's something very magical, but it's interesting more we observe Baba's versions, what Baba speaks, and what we see. I connect it very much these days, But also we have to, we have to work on not only ourselves, but also help others so that we all can travel together.
What's your feeling there? Maybe the last little question I have is, what's your feeling about, yes, Baba has a big task, but he loves the Brahmins, but of course he's concerned with each and every soul in the world. And we as the co-creators, the roots, what's your feeling towards the souls of all the other branches? How do you feel you're going to help Baba to reach those souls and give them what they need?
See what's going to happen, that there will be more and more calling out for God or distaste or even in a very destructive way, whatever it is. So what happens that soul will be moving towards the pull to be their original message or original self. That means again the purity, peace, love, which are eternal qualities of the soul, will emerge in them. So may not be deity qualities, but eternal qualities will emerge. So that is why we also have to think about that, but also keep spreading our eternal qualities in the world. And in the end, all the souls will have those kinds of, realization or feeling or maybe experience or inspiration that let me be in my original self. And that is why when they will go to the home, they will return home, they all are in purity, peace, even of their own degrees. But that's going to happen. That will be a big thing, when externally so much destructive things. But as the elements will start playing their part, so they will be thinking more about God and of their original self. That's
Oh,
what my
yeah,
feeling.
this is what you're seeing coming. It's going to be an interesting scene. At least, now we know that so many souls are leaving bodies, but there are not that many bodies available for them to enter. So I hope there's not too much fighting for who gets into which body and how do they get back in. I know there will be strange things happening. But the feeling I have maybe from what you're saying is maybe we shouldn't be more like Baba, not to think too much about what to do and what part to play. But if we are more ourselves in our high stage of purity, peace, and love, our part will be played naturally,
Yeah,
and that will serve others.
I just say that it be your in eternal self and remember Baba. Both are very, very important. And anytime I intellect, I just again become very still. What are my eternal qualities and what? Let me remember Baba with that. And somewhere I find that I'm serving and Baba is using me to serve. And good for the self, and I think definitely for other souls also of the world. Because I have to do the way Baba has told me to do, right? So we cannot just say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Do it the way Baba is saying, and you will have many, many experiences and inspirations also.
Well, thank you for coming in I don't know what will be the look of the tree we were sitting on right now, but it was lovely to have a chit chat in the tree with you and to feel the closeness to Baba as a seed, but also the part we're playing in the whole tree. So thank you for sharing and accepting to have chit chat in the tree.
No, in Delhi, at one of the center, one student went and then, so sister used to say, lesson on soul finished, then God. She said, tomorrow, lesson is on the cycle. So, and then we'll be on tree. So this student got very nervous. He said, so I will have to be sitting on this cycle, that is bicycle, and I will get lesson. So he started kind of got nervous. And then he said, on the tree. So she will make me sit on the tree. And he never came back. He was so scared. So when you start saying on the tree, I said, maybe that student, after that, this teacher told all of them, don't say like this, because generally, no, they were very innocent. So they say, no, tomorrow your lesson will be on cycle. No, cycle, that cycle, right? And then she said, then we'll be on tree. So this brother never came back, Uh-huh. And then she said, after that we'll be on ladder. So then he was like, oh, I will have to sit on the ladder and get my lesson. And so it's very interesting. And same center, same sister. Okay, where is your chart? Everyone bring your chart. Tomorrow morning, I will look at your chart. But sometimes we don't say art properly, chart. So there is something called chart. Chart means, lot of fruits and vegetables with some seasoning. It's called chart. So next day he came with a whole bag full of vegetables and some masala, some seasoning. And say, where is your chart? I brought it, no, and gave the bag. So sometimes it does happen that some of the words can also be, but they enjoyed all the fruits, vegetable, all the sisters. Okay.
What has become to the center now? Has it become a museum or What did you do with the center?
No, that center was very, very old one. It's still there, but it's the oldest center in Delhi.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Good night.
So next time we can try. Next time we'll be having chit chat on the ladder. So very nice.
Okay.
Om Shanti and good night.
Om Shanti. Good night.